when we are in these kind of positions and we're looking at growth and development, we need to secure assets. And in order for us to secure assets, we might have to go into loans. I want to have a meeting with our business consultant anyway, just to kind of get a little bit more clarity around it. The whole thing behind that is so parents and families can assess their children and get the diagnostics that they need. So this is the reason why we've kind of put this campaign together. We do have some gifting kind items, like a signed Messi t-shirt or framed. The other donation is obviously OMG is negotiating a deal with a jeweler. I'm just saying that you understand the need of what we're trying to do as well. So, new office, we're just chilling. Doesn't work. Is it not on the file that I made the application?
I can't see the second one. Yeah. I can only see the first one.
What, for the 500? For the 500,000?
Yeah. Thank you very much for your call today, sir.
Thank you.
Care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So this is what happens now when you want to do growth and expansion. So these are the kind of things that you have to go through. Finances, budgeting. Oh gosh, what is this person on? Can't even finish my story. Anyway. Hello? No, what's up?
I need you to confirm the contract target for Step Up. Alright, cool. Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. See, contract stuff. Contract management and stuff as well. So, going back to what I was talking about. When we are in these kind of positions and we're looking at growth and development, we need to secure assets. And in order for us to secure assets, we might have to going into loans. So I'm just inquiring, seeing as a business what our options are to borrow in order for us to grow and develop. If loans and that is not going to be an option, then it might be that we have to go into our reserves, and I don't really want to go into our reserves in order for us to secure a new building. But anyway, who knows? I'm going to have a meeting with our business consultant anyway, just to kind of get a little bit more clarity around it. I've never loaned or borrowed money from a bank to do anything that I want to do anyway, so I just thought, let me inquire and find out about it. Anyway, keep following for more. Cool. I'm Jamal. I'm the CEO and founder of OMG Foundation. And
Nice to meet you. I'm Ati. I'm the business development manager for OMG Foundation.
Amazing. Okay. Well, obviously, I've worked with Agency 11 a lot before, in the past and in the present, and you got your deck sent over, which I thought was great. I think it might be worth going through that a bit together, Giggs and Jamal, if you guys agree, and then maybe adding on a bit of information that perhaps I wasn't able to pass along with as much intel as the guys have. Specifically, as I mentioned in that email about the assessments and the significance of that, and dive into the campaign a little bit of what you presented. But I thought it was great what I read so far, so thank you very much.
Yeah,
perfect. Yeah, if you're happy to, then I can share my screen and we can go through this presentation.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, the only two things that was missing on there is what Giggs is very, very passionate about, and that's the assessment centre. So basically, attached to the school is going to be like a children's assessment centre, and the whole thing behind that is so parents and families can assess their children and get the diagnostics that they need that will help them, with their education and healthcare plans. and also the diagnostics with autism, ADHD and stuff as well. So a lot of schools and a lot of agencies and are not doing that, and this is one of our main focuses, and Gigs is very passionate about making sure that we have this embedded in the flagship school as part of our give back to the community.
Is there a deeper problem there as well, like to get government help from families? Is there?
Yeah, there is. Cause I'm going to that picture with my son. My son's got ADHD, and I think he's slightly autistic, and I'm having to pay privately. It's costing me a fortune.
Yeah, that's the main reason why I wanted to put the assessments centre there as well.
Yeah.
It's not, and even if you got the money to pay for it, you still ain't got the know and the advice and all that. Do you know what I'm saying? So you could just be paying for a bunch of stuff and just still not getting the correct help or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? And it's a nightmare for parents. So I wanted to just make a place where you could just come, even if you're not doing an assessment, just to get advice, just anything. Do you know what I mean?
It's amazing. It's honestly, it's so needed. And like you say, there isn't really any expertise. Even if you do pay privately, the time it takes as well. It takes years.
Yeah. Even like my son, he got an EHCP. He got his EHCP the other day, and there was just no help. And then they gave it to him the other day just because I went on the news.
Oh, well
so
done.
when I went on the news, they gave it to him the day after, but with no assessment.
So this is the reason why we've kind of put this campaign together. It's kind of
so even the assessment part, the school's important, but for both sides are both important in their own lights. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to kind of highlight the assessment stuff in the PR part as well.
This is really exciting.
Yeah, cool. And then the other thing was obviously, where you've got up there, you've got the section where, support the gala with tables for sponsorships and donors. And then the only other thing what I think to add to that is the gifting kind, in order that will help us with auction items and stuff as well that we can auction on the night to help, capitalise on the maximum that we can do for the fundraising on the night.
Yeah, of course.
Do we have any items that we're going to ask something there?
Yeah.
Is that Liz? Oh.
Me?
Is you going to ask something just there?
Oh no, I was just going to say I've added in into the proposal a bit about the gifting kind, so I'll just put it into the objectives. But towards the end, I've added in just what we can do to support and some thoughts around that.
Yeah,
sweet, no problem. I mean, at the moment we do have some gifting kind items, and that's kind of a signed Messi t-shirt or framed and stuff as well, and then there are some other items but they're not gifting kind, we're basically paying for it, and then whatever we make on top of it is basically going to be the donation money and stuff as well. And then the other donation is obviously OMG is negotiating a deal with a jeweler to see if we can get a good deal on a Rolex, and then see if we can sell raffle tickets in order to generate the income on the Rolex. So I'm in the process right now of trying to get a good deal on that watch.
God, that's great.
Nice.
And we can also help with bits as well from our fashion clients as well. We can, on our fashion network, we can reach out to people and items.
Okay,
Right?
cool.
Sure. Well, I'll post this. I'll just update the objectives and just make sure those 2 points have been added in.
Okay.
So there's some objectives within this.
Cool, no problem.
I was thinking about it obviously from an independent individual perspective, but knowing that Gigs has a kind of parental perspective as well on this investment is going to really create some different story angles and different conversations that he could be having when we do this.
It just needs to be national news for that, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it's good that Liz is also going through the same problem at the moment. I'm not saying it's good, but I'm just saying that you understand the need of what we're trying to do as well.
I'm Laura, so yeah.
Oh, sorry, Laura.
No, it's all right. It's okay. I mean, I'm probably going to be your first customer bringing my kids in for this. No, it's brilliant. I'm really, really excited about it. There's not many projects that we get excited about anymore, and it's got a real cause, so it's good.
So with the assessment centre, we are kind of looking at it as a self-referral one from parents in order to come through, and then also referrals coming in from schools and local authorities in order to kind of look at the baseline assessments. So we would do something like what we would call a baseline assessment right in the beginning before we can start looking at what the actual need is for that learner. And once we've identified it with the baseline assessment, then it's about working alongside our speech and language therapists, working alongside, education psychologists, occupational therapists, in order to build the actual section F on the EHCP plan is basically what is a statutory requirement that everyone will have to start following. And once we've got all these details, we can put that into the system and then send it back to the local authority. Now, timelines on when and how long that process will take is something that we're kind of working on at this precise moment, and we're working alongside Frances, who is our head of inclusions, and she's kind of working alongside local authorities as well in order to kind of build that assessment timeline. So from time a young person and a parent walks in to how long it would take for the assessment to be completed and then the EHCP to be completed by the end.
Perfect. Yeah, all those sort of details that you're saying, Todd, we can build those out. But Todd works really closely with all the national media, so sort of like your Telegraph, your Broad Street, your BBC News, that type of thing. So I think we should definitely build that.
There was a huge Women's Hour piece on this. It went really in depth in it, so I think we should maybe be. Anyway, there's possibilities here for sure.
There's lots, and tapping into podcasts and radio, and there's huge amounts of scope.
And then we just put on here as well about obviously like donation links and things like that. So as soon as we start kind of working on it and getting press, making sure we have that donation link live that we can go out with everything. And then regarding the gifting kind and the auction, it's just kind of discussing how it's going to run on the gala night. Will it be physical only? Will it be online so that people who don't attend the gala can also bid for items and to raise extra money?
At the moment, we're using a third-party fundraising company, and they're called Emma. Is it EMM? EMMA, and they are a AI company which does a lot of your fundraising on the night. So basically we use their platform to upload and have the gifting kind, auction items, donation items, everything on there, as well as table sales and ticket sales. Everything's on there because the AI will automate table allocations, and you'll automate the income coming in and automate it all. And then we will have, I don't know, I need to speak to Gigs about this, if we should have a auctioneer on the night that will do the live, the stuff that is live auction, and then you have stuff that are silent auctioned, and that silent auction is anyone and anyone can bid on that. They don't have to even attend the actual event. They can be, halfway across the world, and they can auction and bid and win that item. But then the live auction is something that we want to be able to try and have the value for, and they're the ones that the people that are actually in the venue at that particular time are the ones that will be bidding on them. So raffle tickets and, all of that, they can all do, anyone can bid on them.
Yeah, we actually, we did a charity auction kind of towards the end of last year for PATH, which is for ovarian cancer, and actually having an auctioneer does really help kind of raise that money in the room.
I think there's some examples of some of our work on there as well.
So just to start off with, we put in about kind of interview and positioning, inclusive school reshaping education for neurodiverse children, cultural icon who's investing back into unsupported communities, looking at kind of key pillars within this, so inclusion and accessibility.
Is the social strategy something that would fall into this offering from you guys?
No, it would be separate because this is just comms, but just sort of reviewing it. I think social is really important, and we can draft up like an outline that can be managed by you guys, or we can give you a steer on what to do.
And then I've just broken this down into the different categories that we've been discussing. So obviously the first would be national impact, BBC News, ITV News, Evening Standard, The Guardian, all of those really leading national titles within the UK.
Do you know what it is? I've known Jamal for a long time, yeah, so he's like, the close friend of the man that call me H.
Okay. It's not me both saying it. Am I doing it wrong?
Yeah, no, it's cool, it's just...
That's really
no one else calls me that apart from close friends, that's what I said. I was thinking they're going to think, who the hell is H?
I swear, I'm going to start calling you geeks from now on.
It's for Hollow Man, so some people call me H, Hollow Man, some gigs, you know.
Okay, good to know. So with the attendees, just looking at people who feel kind of authentic within Gigs' community. So I've kind of put together some ideas of people who either kind of are publicly outspoken about being neurodivergent, or kind of people we've seen that have collaborated with Gigs, and musically, just to make sure that we're not inviting people that kind of feel like they don't fit in within this gala. So just looking at so obviously we just talked about it a bit about attendance, about getting locals from the community for authentic voices, people that you've worked with in the past, ensuring more kind of high profile talent attendance can allow for a bit more national syndication of guest imagery once the event's happened. And then maybe also finding a performer to have during the gala. I put in a picture of Kat Burns. She's very outspoken about being neurodivergent. We work with her a lot as an agency, so someone like that, potentially, if you wanted somebody to perform, they might be willing to do it, not being paid because they want to help the cause and promote.
Yeah, no, that's good.
So this is just a really short overview I've done. So I've either put next to them whether I've seen that they've collaborated with you in the past, or whether they've been outspoken about being neurodivergent. So people like, I just said, Kat Burns, Anthony Hopkins, Tim Burton, Lucy Bronze, all of which are, famous either athletes, musicians, actors, directors who are all outspoken, UK based, who we think we could get involved with something, whether it's donating, speaking about it, speaking to the cause, or attending and being photographed, kind of being present and, spending some money. Or people like Stormzy Days, Georgia Smith, Jamie, Ed Sheeran, looking at that sort of level of celeb input, or like I said, either helping pre-support or supporting at the event, whatever it might be, but just getting that community involved as well.
If I'm honest, I feel like the 90% of the business, the industry is autistic. I remember most of them are my friends. So when I talk to them, I don't be saying it to them like, I think but a lot of them all think the same. You know what I mean? They just don't know that they are. And that's even part of the reason for this. People don't even know like what's going on in there. And then you got people like Laura here. Is it Laura on the left?
Yeah.
Who might have kids in it.
I'm 100%. There's no way that I run a PR agency to the level that I do without having something like ADHD or something on it. There is one. Everyone that I work with is undiagnosed. It's a superpower, though.
Yeah.
I think it's a superpower.
100%.
Yeah, I'm undiagnosed too.
Here we are, mate. But I was saying like even people who might not even know they are, but might have kids as well, or like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a big deal, like.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Everyone's going to be coming out the woodwork.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
Realistically, this is just the first one. We need like 100 autism assessment assessment centers. You know what I mean? All over the country.
Definitely.
So that's where I want this to go.
That would change the game completely.
100%.
And then there's just a bit about kind of what we do, our deep relationships with cultural impactors and acute industry awareness, create unforgettable press and social moments that boost brand resonance and awareness. And then I've got into the sponsorship side of it. So aligning with brands that you already have an affinity with gigs, or brands that we know as an agency have budget to support in a larger way. So the ones that I've seen that you work with, like Oatly, Nike, Palace, and then brands that we know kind of have budgets like Puma, Glenlivet, Hennessy, WhatsApp 3, the mobile service, Converse, 1664, Stone Island, and then also we've added in Riverford Organic Farms. We thought maybe, depending on what your food is, the owner is outwardly spoken about being neurodivergent. He has autism, so we thought maybe someone like that would want to be involved to provide the food, have his messaging there as well.
Well, that could be a nice one for school lunches and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's a really nice idea.
Because we provide all young people with free school lunch, you know, and breakfast. So every morning they all get breakfast, and at lunchtime they all get lunch as well. So, you know, that could be something for more of a long-term kind of thing, you know, for school lunches and school breakfasts.
Yeah, 100%. It's a really nice idea.
That's a story in itself.
Yeah. But I think with some of these, obviously, depending on what you want from sponsorship, it's looking at whether you want to reach out just to have them like donate or buy a table for the gala, or if you're looking for a specific amount of money that you want to go to these people and to be like, right, we need X amount to put forward for this specific thing, and we can have those conversations around.
Yeah, I think that'll be more of a conversation further down the line on knowing what and how kind of thing as well. I mean, asking for it now might be a bit too forward.